Well, I don't know about you, but to me, the deep state media, also known as the Lame Street media, is the coyote and Trump is the roadrunner. You ever seen the coyote and roadrunner? The roadrunner was always being pursued by the coyote, and whatever the coyote tried to get the roadrunner with, it always seemed to backfire and get him. And I have a feeling that Trump has gone more than just the Roadrunner, but has done a rope a dope on the deep state liberal media. He let them pound away on him, but there was nothing behind the pound because there was no collusion. And they're saying, well, wait. I have these liberal quote friends always just waiting for the Mueller report to come out, and you'll see, and Trump is going to be in prison, and I said, look, you know, if the Russians got me voting for Trump, it's only because they put a blamer in the White House first for 8 years, and then tried to put another blamer in there with Hillary, and that's the only reason why I voted for Trump. I didn't want Oblamer 2 with Hillary. So for the if that was the Russians doing, they did a really good job. Of course, that's not really the kind of collusion they talk about, because it didn't really. There was no collusion after all. And they say, well, wait for the Mueller report come out. Well, hey, I don't think I have to see what's in the Mueller report because even he said there's no indictments. So, what's happened here, I feel, is that Trump has done a rope-a-dope. I don't know if you know anything about a rope-a-dope, but 1974, Ollie took on George Foreman and basically let Foreman pound himself out, to the point he was made him lose his energy on him. On Ali, just Ali would fight back a little bit, but if Foreman just was doing these John Henry type attacks on Ali to the point where it weakened him due to trying to knock him out, and Ali just covered up, let him get tired, then he came out at the end, knocked Foreman out, and I think that's what happened now. Trump let the deep state, communist Muslim deep state, pound on him. And they really had nothing. All you'd say, is that all you got? Is that all you got? And really, with the deep state, they really didn't have anything. Because whatever they accused Trump of, they themselves have done, so they come off as hypocrites. It's like, Trump paid a prostitute, when he wasn't a president, whereas Clinton actually had someone in the White House, and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it was like, come on, if you didn't care what Clinton was doing, and you didn't care what Obama was doing with his lying and stuff, you think we're going to care now when you're trying to go after our guy? You hypocrites? You know what I mean? And so really, they had nothing. They pounded and pounded and pounded. And now, I think Trump could be like Ollie and come out, and now go after after Hillary and Oblamer for coming up with this phony dossier. Russian thing, with nothing in it, that they end up spilling millions of taxpayer dollars for nothing, and it was just a bunch of lies against Trump, and now he can go and get them and actually hit them with stuff that really, like the emails of Hillary and the FBI on her side, making it a political thing. You talk about felonies and stuff. When Trump said he would have her locked up, he really can do it, and I think he can go after Oblamer too. Because I think Oblamer, you find out that Oblamer was behind this thing also. So, now that he has let them pound themselves out and they're all tired, he can now open up like all he did on Foreman and knock them out, putting them in prison. instead of the way around, like all the liberals were thinking. You know, I mean, they think Trump is treasonous. Did he give $150 billion to terrorist Iran plus 24 days to hide stuff? Huh? Did Trump arm and fund ISIS to overthrow Assad, without bypassing Congress, like he did with Gaddafi? Come on here. We're talking. Did Trump force us to buy a communistic health care plan? You know, talk about. I mean, really, or did Trump try to take away our guns by giving drug guns to the Mexican the drug cartel without tracking devices? You know, hey, I could go on here, or the Benghazi thing. You know, so of course, and Trump is the bad guy. No, when you try to attack Trump now, after what we went through with that old blamer, that thing in the White House for 8 years, you guys come off of as hypocrites. And now Trump can now really go get the ones. After he let them pound on him, now he can pound on them. And this time, those punches are going to have power behind them, because substance behind them, whereas this Russian collusion stuff had no substance behind it. But